Hey guys.
What's up? Welcome
You
back to another episode.
gamers say yeah.
Let's go! Make some noise!
But you guys can see that like this episode came out before 2027.
Yo, we're on schedule. Hopefully, it hasn't been another 6 months because it hasn't been another 6 months when we're recording it right now.
Yeah, like we're actually like doing so good right now. So it'd be kind of awkward if y'all are seeing this like December of 2026. That'd be kind of weird. Um
Well, for this episode, we got deck builders. Specifically, we're gonna talk a bit about inscription, just because it's a big game. But also just some other card games as well.
also just sort of like this genre of games and why it seems to be really good with people who like numbers go up. So
Well,
that's me, by the way. I
as that
was
is you. It's kind of me
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Um, so Brittany, when did you realize that you had a problem?
Me? Okay. That's a great question. Okay. So the thing is, I remember it was a Slay the Spire purchase. I didn't buy it. You remember it was gifted to me and I
That's
told
not when it started, bro. I'm talking about like your addiction. Like, oh, come on, it can't have started with Slay the Spire.
wait, like deck builders in general?
I guess, but like, is Slay the Spire when you realize like you had a real problem?
Yes. Because the
Are you
thing
serious?
no,
I feel like
yes.
that's too.
Because the thing is you felt like it was too soon. I feel like this is a new thing because I went all in afterward. Like
Okay, then yeah.
I was playing deck builders before. Like, okay, to be honest, like I felt like deck builder game like video games that I was really into was probably stuff like Cold Step Revolt. That mess was on the 3DS. I love that game and I played it a bit too often. I liked getting the cards. They would give you like the little free cards over like the little Wi-Fi. Rest in peace to the 3DS internet connectivity, by the way. But I played that a lot. But I feel like Slay the Spire was when it got really, really serious because that I was like, I don't really feel like deck builders. I care too much about games with cards, and I it was gifted to me on Steam and then I started playing it and I was like, this is kind of like really, really fun. And also it's kind of like crack. I used to play it like every day because I was in college at the time. And I would like finish like a lecture or something like that. And then I'd go home and then I'd play it. And sometimes I didn't have to go home. I would play it like on campus. Would play it on campus and I'm like, yeah. I remember I was like, I like to play Slay the Spire like at least like once a day. It kind of calms me down. It's like, no, because you got a problem. That's why you're playing Slay the Spire all the time.
No, I remember like every time I would go on Discord, you were playing that game, man. I even know what that game was. Really? I just knew you were just playing it all the time, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, like it's just I played it so much. Like that was like my most played game for like that year. Um I don't even know what that was. Like what, 2022? Like 2021, 2022, something like that. I was playing that game like all the time. Like it'd be like 11 o'clock at night, Slay the Spire. It'd be like 9 a.m., Slay the Spire. 3 p.m., Slay the Spire. And I would just play it all the time. But I feel like that was when I really kind of be I kind of like opened my eyes to it and I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah. Um I'm definitely playing this more games like this. And that's when I started like getting into like other stuff such as like um well, I went back to Cold Step Revolt, I'm not gonna lie. And also like I did a little bit of Magic the Gathering, the internet version. But also I feel like
Ooh.
okay. And then
Nerd.
also like I feel like any game that has like a card game mini game, I end up playing it. Like there was a point I was having a run of Knights of the Old Republic. I wouldn't never play the story mode, and I would just go to that little space casino and playing them cards all the time. And and Balatro, of course.
Oh, oh God. Well, we'll get into that one.
Okay.
Um, for sure. For me, I always like card games and by the way, guys, if you notice I have like a slight lisp, don't worry about it. My wisdom tooth is bursting through my gums right now. Um, and it hurt. I'm in my 20s and all I know is suffering. Anyways, but yeah, I always like card games, not just deck builders. In fact, I think I more recently got into deck builders. But I'm talking like
By definition, all card games are deck builders, right?
I mean kind of, but I mean like like I'm talking like I'm playing like gin rummy with my family. Like I'm not um doing crazy stuff
Okay, okay.
like
Well,
online. Like I like a deck of cards was just always my type of thing.
mhm.
Um like I would harass my family to play with me because I just liked it so much. So I was definitely prone to liking them, but like I didn't play like I guess like hard like video games um until much later on. Honestly, I don't think I was like addicted to them until Blotro.
Dang, that's
I'm trying
crazy.
to think. I'm trying to think if Balatro came first or if it was the one in Final Fantasy VII remake. I think it might have been Balatro first. Uh,
Latro just kind was what put the worm in your brain before you got into that. That's what I think.
yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, I didn't like go online and was like, yeah, like I'm gonna play so many cards. I mean, I never do. It kind of just happens. Like if it happens to be like a mini game in a game, like best believe I'm there and I'm playing it. I think I'm definitely bro, like I think I'm so prone to gambling. That's why I don't go to no damn casino. I don't go to no damn casinos because I like it too much. Um like I think in another life I'm like a renowned like poker player or something. Cuz I just yeah, like I like that game of chance a lot. And I would say that I tend to be more on the lucky side of things, just in general. So, it that's bad for me because I constantly think I'm gonna, like, win. So, there's that. But yeah, I and the main ones I play is Balatro, and then, again, it's that's kinda it. Like, I can't play Slay the Spire. Like, I just can't do that right now. I can't do that to myself.
I think you should try.
I don't want to because I'm gonna be on that game for, like, days.
Also,
Um
I mean, Slay the Spire 2, it's coming eventually, so you should
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna play it.
well,
Um, Also, I know I was making fun of Magic the Gathering, but the reason why I haven't played Magic the Gathering is because I'm a collector type person, and so if I play Magic the Gathering and when I inevitably like it, I'm gonna collect so many cards, and I already collect so many other things that like I just can't do that to my bank account right now.
yeah.
Uh,
I I feel like I can't physically do it because I'm gonna like it and I'll end up buying cards a lot. So I tend to just kind of do the little virtual one because that's easier for me. And I still had fun. So
I mean, yeah, fair, but I think yeah, even when I start playing the virtual ones, like I'm gonna want the physical stuff because it's part of my hobby. Now, like, like D&D, we play online a lot, but I buy so many like physical dice, even though I don't play in person anymore, because I don't have a group to play with in person. But I still buy dice like crazy. Like I literally just bought a dice jar so I could start buying dice again because I haven't been buying them as much. And so with Magic the Gathering, I don't even have people in person to play that with, and I refuse to go to a local shop because I'm sorry I can't. And once I run into those type of people, I'm not gonna want to. Uh but I just know like I would start collecting. And I had so many friends, or I say so many, but I had like a couple friends in college who was like really adamant about trying to get me to play Magic the Gathering. And I kept being like, no, like I can't do this. I don't want to have another addiction. And it got to the point where one of them had made a deck for me. When I saw them again, this was post college. I saw them again because I traveled for a job that they got me, like a one time gig, and we were just too busy to play. But I know if we had gotten to played with that deck, it would have been a disaster. Like he
Yeah.
specifically made it with the Baldur's Gate 3 cards that came out.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, yeah, because
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, I know you're gonna like this, so I'm making this cool deck for you." And I accidentally made it like super OP, and I was just like, "Okay, that's cool." But we just never got to play.
For me personally, I probably I thought about buying the whatchamacallit, the Hatsune Miku deck for Magic the Gathering, but then I told myself it's like 50 like US dollars, so I probably and it's just gonna collect dust in my room because I don't know anyone physically to play it, and I'm kind of shy and like scared, so I don't really want to play with strangers either. So like so I'm like, dang, it's just gonna sit in my room at this point. So I'm like, Hatsune Miku wouldn't want that. Um, and so I just play digitally. My favorite decks are the ones with the blue and the white cards. And like,
Yeah, it's really funny though, because it's one of those things where it's like when you play it, like it's really funny because I think it was earlier today or yesterday you said you listened to our D&D episode and we were like, "Oh my god, we're nerds talking
yeah,
about the mechanics." But it's one of those things where it's like when you hear other people play it, it's like, "Wow, these people really are
like
nerds."
wow, what nerds. And then
No,
it's like
for
I'm
real.
the same one.
Because when I had gone for that job, there were other people in I worked in theater for a bit, by the way, y'all. And so there were other people in the crew that played Magic the Gathering. And so sometimes on our breaks I would just see them play, and it's literally just like I put down my Charizard and it does
I
this
lost.
and it defeats your Beyblade, and so it's
God.
it's so like that's how people sound, and it's like I know I sound like that when I play D&D, and I'm not willing to sound more like that.
It's kind of like that because when I would play with like a friend of mine as well, and like he would teach me how to play, and then the way that they would explain it would be like, oh, you got to do this and that, you put down your little goblin whatever, and then you have to go give it a gold coin, and then you have to put your car in reverse, and then you have to turn the ignition. And I'm like, dang, I'm doing all this stuff too. But then I started saying that too. I'm like, I have my angel come down and give retribution onto you, and then you pay your taxes and the different
Oh
things
my
like that.
god.
Like, and just different stuff like that. It was actually pretty fun. I actually got pretty good at it. Um, and the thing is, I usually suck at most games I play, but just doing pretty good. I was like, yeah, this is nice. Like,
um but we'll return to some of that later too. Let's talk a little bit about Inscription. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't this game start out from a game jam?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so it was originally an idea from a game jam, and then it got turned into a bigger game. It was called something else at the time. Um and
I think I have the name. I have it saved on my itch.io somewhere, but I just forgot the name of it. I told myself I want to play the original version of Inscription just to feel it, and then I never did. So,
but yeah, because it did start out as something small, turned big, which is probably one of the best types of games you could play.
yep.
Um and so yeah, so basically it's a roguelike deck builder type game, and it's also I guess you could say escape roomish, because there's a bunch of puzzles around the room you're playing in. When you open it up, there's not even a new game button. You can only continue, and you're basically playing this card game against this shadowy figure in this dark cabin, and you're trying to figure out the mystery of kind of how to escape while also trying to beat him in this game. And it's revealed later in certain parts of the game that you're actually in the point of the players, from the point of view of this YouTuber who goes by the Lucky Carter. His real name is Luke Carter. And he is trying to figure out the mystery of this video game that he happened to find on like this floppy disk. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, I originally got into the game from watching Markiplier's playthrough of it, but it's definitely one of those games because there was a time where a lot of like the gaming YouTubers were all kind of playing it. It got popular
That's usually
at
how
some
it
point.
go.
Yeah, and so, but it's definitely one of those things, those games where it's like you're watching someone and you just want to play it for yourself because you're like, I could do this so much better. um,
Yeah.
once you like make your own strategy in your head. Um, and so I ended up just playing it after watching some playthroughs for it. But yeah, that
Yeah.
was me.
For me, I watched it a lot ish when I was younger. When people were playing. I mean, this game came out in what, like 2021?
Yeah, it's not super old or anything.
Yeah, it's like 5 years old now. Crazy, but yeah. But yeah, it's like 5 years old now. But like, yeah, when I was playing it, or when I was started watching like a whole bunch of random YouTubers kind of like playing it and stuff like that. I didn't play it until like much later, so I forgot a lot of the stuff in the game by the time I actually like popped it open. And it was basically like playing it blind because I sure did not remember a thing about the game. And um even like the way that the environment is, and it's the type of game you have to play for yourself. Like I feel like watching someone else do it, it doesn't do it justice genuinely.
Mhm.
um like just sort of like the environment in that room that you're just kind of locked in, even just like the sound design when you click on random little items and it makes the little sounds, it's so nice. um
Mhm.
and even just sort of like just messing around with everything, trying to see what you can do. Inscription, it's such a nice game. And also the thing is, so many deck builders, they don't really have big stories attached to them. Like most of the time you're just playing the cards, but Inscription, I really feel like the story is just such a big part of what made it special. And I feel like that's what made it stick in people's heads too, compared to like a lot of other games. Not saying that like a lot of like non-narrative focused deck builders aren't cool, because I mean Slay the Spire is not too narrative focused, but I mean I used to play that mess every day, after class, during class, at home, not at home, it didn't matter. But like but you know.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that too because there is actually like slight commentary on that within the game itself. But before I talk about that, just like a quick summary, spoiler alert ahead. But basically what happens is so the first I guess phase of the game is you're playing against this dude, his name is Leshy, playing against him in this cabin. Once you figure out the puzzles and stuff like that, you get this plot from these like talking cards. There's like three sentient cards that's telling you how to like kind of defeat him. And you are able to uh basically trap him in a photo or whatever. And then you find the new game button after you beat him and take a photo of him, and basically the whole game resets and it turns into this completely different other game, where it's more like retro style, and now it's about how you the player are here to replace one of the four great scribes, and they each have their own respective like element kind of or deck and how the game works, and there's like a whole bunch of different new mechanics as you're building your deck to like replace one of them. And it doesn't matter who you want to replace, because what ends up happening is that one of the tech uh scribes, his name is PO3, is a robot. He ends up taking over the game, like Leshy had taken over the game when you first play it.
Yeah.
And you're playing against him in like this factory type thing, and the game changes again, and that's like the third uh phase of the game. And eventually it's revealed that PO3 is trying to he's messing up with files on the player's aka Luke Carter's computer, and he's trying to upload this video game to a digital platform, so more people can play it, because there's also an underlying plot going on here, which you find through like video clips of this YouTuber's camera, basically the memory storage, is that he found this game, he's trying to figure out what's on it. He emailed a bunch of people about it, and they were being really weird and shady about it. The developers themselves were like, "Hey, so that doesn't exist. But if you do have a copy, give it to us like right now." And he was like, "I'm not doing that." And like someone showed up to his house, and he was like ignoring them, and he starts getting like kind of obsessive over the game. And
Hmm.
eventually, the game, he like finds out some like crazy uh shit on like the old like this data file in the game, and so he's contacting this journalist to figure out what's going on. And he uh opens the door for one of the employees that had previously come to his house, that was like banging on his door, and he's about to yell at them, and they shoot him dead, and that's basically how it ends.
Dang. Mm.
Yep, he out. The Lucky Carter will not be making any more videos. Uh,
Thumbs up for Inscription 2 Return of the Carter.
but but yeah, but going back to what you said about like deck builders not usually having this underlying plot, it was really funny because so when you're the first phase of the game where Leshy is taking over, he's very very like story driven in his own game. Like he like wears masks for bosses. He like has this whole like map rolled out in front of you, and he's very very intent on giving the atmosphere as you're
Yeah.
playing the card game. And when PO3 takes over, he even says it himself. He's like, Leshy was like too caught up in the story, whatever. We're just playing cards. And it's less fun, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not only I personally, I don't care that much for his deck, PO3's deck, and like the way his system kind of works, which is why I low key, like when I played it for the first time, when he took over, I kind of stopped. I never actually finished the game myself. I saw how it ended. Yeah, shocker. I saw how it ended, but I didn't even finish it because I kind of just didn't like his system that much. I'm probably gonna finish it eventually, but because I've been
Dang.
replaying lately. But yeah, like he was just like, yeah, so like basically all you do is X, Y, and Z. Like it's really simple. And he's just like more of like, I mean that's his character. He's just more of a dick about it. Um and so I just thought it was really funny because like the game itself says that, where it's just kind of like where you have PO3 where it's like it's just cards unless she's like doing all this extra stuff.
Yeah, like even when I was playing it and stuff like that, I'm looking at Leshy do all his stuff, and I'm just sitting here like, that man is like a theater kid. Like he's out here probably doing voices. He's setting the atmosphere. He's putting the little pieces. Like he's cosplaying for us. Like what is like like oh
Doing
my
all
gosh.
these masks and stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, bruh, probably drew the map himself too. Like,
Yeah, and also like there was even a point where like when all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, surprise! You see the trapper again. I'm like, that man ran out of mass. That's why. Like, like hello, but that's why Inscription. I feel like it really was a special type of game, and also we need more story driven deck builders. I need to look into more to see if there's more that kind of have like a whole story revolving around it type of thing because I find that very cool.
yeah,
Um.
I think it's fun. I mean, like, look at stuff like friggin' like Yu-Gi-Oh
Oh
that has
yeah.
like a whole like anime based off. Like people are kind of drawn to that. Or even like, I've never actually seen anyone play the Pokemon card game. Like, I don't even know how that works. But
Really?
people would just collect it. I've never seen someone like actually like sit down and play it. I've only seen people collect the cards.
I've seen like the little tournament live streams a lot. But I mean, I don't know how to play, but sometimes yeah, it seems like people just like to collect the cards, you know? But yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like because there's at the very least like a piece of media backing it, like people would just like go after them, like
Oh
go after those
yeah.
cards, just collect it.
Oh yeah, like I feel like it's very easy to believe that someone's gonna be like, I'm gonna pick up this Pokemon card pack and I'm gonna hope I get to go see my homie Froakie in here or something like that. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like that's totally like normal and stuff to see and all that.
Hmm.
Also when I think of like deck builders, that let's say like card games that I feel like I'd play a lot. I don't or I'd try to play. I don't know, Go Fish. Like hmm.
Go Fish is crazy.
Like I don't know. Like to me, I feel like it's a world that I just haven't delved more into, like the physical card type stuff. Like Magic the Gathering, I know that one, and it's fun. I've played it, even if it's like in a digital sense.
You don't even
But
be playing like Uno, bro. Like,
oh yeah, Uno, there you go. That's one. Yeah, but like Uno, it's Uno, you know? Like you're
I
not gonna.
still get serious about Uno. I'm really one of those people. I love card games, and it's like, there's a lot that are up to luck, and I still just like, I don't know, like I'm even throwing down for like Old Maid. You know what I'm saying? like,
No, Old Maid is
like that's what I'm.
crazy.
No, like I get serious about those card games.
That's that's actually hilarious though, but like I don't know. You throw in like a little card game thingy. I will sit and I will learn with you. I used to play like War. I don't know if you played that card game, War.
Yeah, I've played before, like a
Yeah,
long time ago.
I really like that one. I used to play it a lot when I was like a teenager, back in my private school days, and we had cards, and then sometimes we would have break time where that was basically the hey, you guys can do whatever you want time, and we would find like a deck of cards and just random students would sit down and play it or something like that. It was kind of that was good times.
I got to the point where my family didn't like playing cards with me anymore because I was too like they were just playing too casually, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was
Mm.
all about how do I maximize the strat, because even if it's
What?
luck, no, I'm sorry, like, this is just how I was, like, even if it's like luck based, something like go fish, there is still a strategy you can do, like, if you just pay attention to
Not
like
you
what
beating
cards
up
are
your
already
family.
like, that's how like, for me, the reason why I'm obsessed with deck builders is because it's all about how you can just like create. For me, it's how do I make this card or this deck like as overpowered as possible to break the game. Like that's all I was doing for the first part of Inscription. Like, I was like, my death cards this run, because I've been playing in the past few days, were insane.
Well, yeah, like you said that you had it where it was hitting like all three sides, like three
Yeah,
sides or something
like,
like that, and then it
so
had seven health, seven strength.
yeah, and it didn't cost anything.
Yeah.
So when you in Inscription in the first part, when you die to Leshy, he basically will create a death card for you, and you get to pick like how much does it cost, what does it do, what's its health and its power, and it's pulled from your own deck
Mhm.
that you had when he defeated you. And so in your next run, that card that you make can appear as one of the offerings. So you just want to like make basically the best card as possible. And so I had that card. That card was really good. I had another one that only cost one blood, but basically did the same thing. And then there was one death card I did, also didn't cost anything. It had three power and seven hearts, but then you know how you can add like different sigils to it
Yeah.
depending on how you do it. I made it undying. So it was basically, it costed nothing, and so every time it got killed, it would just come back into my hand and I could just play it again.
Yeah. I think that that mess was like broken because I was doing crazy stuff with that. I love the undying cards. Like, uh, trust me, you can have a crazy strategy with those.
Especially the Ouroboros one,
Oh my
that
gosh,
one's insane.
I always pick up that one because I love it.
Yeah, that one, oh my gosh.
Also, it's funny playing Inscription like sort of blind and such like that because I remember as I was like playing it as well, um I was like going through it and I would see like I'm like, what does that symbol mean? I'd click on it and I'm going to like this random place. There's like these dudes are starving. Please, you can warm up your animals here. I'm like, I don't want to bring my animals here. So then I'm sitting here at this fire and stuff like that, or I'm running around and then they're just like, hey, pick a card. And it's all of them are like a whole bunch of death cards. And I'm like, oh my, I'm like, who is Casey? I'm like, so I'm like, who is this? Like, I'm looking like Casey and Gerald. I'm like, who are you people? So then I'm like, or like, I'm having a new run, and then the scribes, their cards are slowly changing like every run, and I'm like,
Dude, that
hold,
one like creeped me out low key when I first saw it. I was like, ew.
yeah, because I'm like, why is your head square now? And I'm just like, or I'm just like, why do you look like that? I'm like, why are you guys talking to me? Like, like, no, because I remember when I started, I'm just like, why can you talk and the other ones can't? And then I was like, hold on. Or like I sit there and I find like a jar of goo and then you're sitting here like, no, don't touch that. And I'm just like, I'm gonna touch it. So then I'm like, they're just
Oh my
yelling at
god.
me. I'm like, help. Like, what am I doing here?
Or when you can literally like scoop out your eyes for the scales.
I
That's
thought
great.
the thing is, when I got the knife, I thought like, oh, am I just gonna like put the knife in there? And then all of a sudden I'm stabbing myself and I'm like, oh,
And you can't
um,
see like anything.
yeah. And I'm just like, am I just gonna play like this now? He's like, here, I'll give you another eye. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look and there's this one eye that has like little. it's like glowing, and I'm just like, "Oh, I'll get that one, I guess." And all of a sudden I'm seeing messages all over the place. I'm like, "Who the heck wrote this?" And I'm just walking around, and then I'm trying to do like the cuckoo clock and then that other puzzle. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know that puzzle in that little dresser thingy?
Did you just keep doing it and brute force
Yes,
it?
yes, I did. I didn't understand the way that it was, like the way that it looked. Cause apparently my friend explained to me it's supposed to represent the board, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay. I kind of use my brain for the one with the ants though, so I did think about that one.
You know what? Congratulations.
Thank you. But yeah, I brute forced it most of the time, but I actually use my brain for the cuckoo clock a little bit, only a little bit. Um, Um, but yeah, I feel like a lot of those I was a bit confused about. But I mean, you know me. Usually, if they throw numbers into something, I suddenly lose all sense of self. Uh, it was quite something for me. Technically, I have not finished the playthrough yet. Not even technically. I mean, like, just actually, I just haven't finished the playthrough. But
Girl, you
um,
haven't even gotten to the second phase yet.
really,
Did you get to the second phase?
what is the second phase? What do you mean by that?
When it turns like retro.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Oopsies. Okay. Well, it kind of came back to me as I listened and looked at stuff because, like, I was watching it. I just didn't remember anything. That's all. But, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I'll give it that. But we gotta talk about it.
Before we get to it, can I say one thing I had a problem with Inscription?
Sure.
Listen. Y'all, I don't know if it was just me, but it's too easy to misclick in that game. Why don't they ask you, are you sure about your options first?
I didn't
Because
have that problem at all.
I I misclicked so many times. That was the worst experience ever. I nothing like every single thing was getting clicked for no reason. I feel like they should have asked me or done something to stop me from doing.
I think that's just a you problem because I don't think I misclicked like anything.
Okay, maybe somebody out in the world had the same problem, but for me personally, I never experienced that before until this.
Okay.
I I never experienced that.
Like misclicking what? Like
Okay, so like I would get like a card or like the way that you would kind of have to like you kind of had to like move to the side a little bit to like go look at the deck the to pull a card from the deck or the squirrel cards or something like that. I would misclick and so it would just accidentally end up like just pulling from one thing, or like I'm trying to go to the other side and I would end up using an item and I'm like, "Child, I wasn't even trying to click that at all." Like,
you didn't use like your keys
my keys.
to like look?
Okay.
Like you can if you the WASD keys like if you
Are you serious?
yeah, how do you get up from the table?
With the WASD keys?
Yeah, when you're at the actual thing, if you need to look to the right to look at your items, you don't have to hover over it. You could just look and it gives you like a closer view of what items you have.
I'm so upset right now. Okay. It's whatever. I'm not even mad for real. You know what? I'm not upset. I'm not mad for real. I'm not mad for real.
Like that's why I'm confused. I'm like I have not misclicked like once in this game, I don't think.
You know what? Still, this is something. This is something to think about. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm so hurt.
Um
I'm so hurt right now.
um but my real addiction that we have to talk Britney's addiction to. We have to talk about Balatro, guys. Um, Balatro, um, ruined my life.
My wife left me because
um,
Balatro was so strong.
um, I still have it on my computer, and every time I see the icon, I hear voices in my head, telling me to play it, even though I shouldn't. And I've had enough self control up to now to not have played it in like months. But Balatro, uh, if you had to like pay money to play it, I would be living on the streets right now.
You haven't played Balatro in months? What are you talking about?
I don't think I've played Balatro in months. I don't remember the last time I played.
You serious?
I stopped playing like when I started getting a little bit more busy at work.
Whoa.
I don't
Congrats.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I haven't played last month. I hadn't played I don't remember playing in November, so it's been at least like 2 to 3 months.
I'm doing worse than you because I played Balatro like what, like last week?
So I was doing it like Stardew Valley style where I just play it so much until I get slightly sick of it and then I just don't play for months.
I was so that's so crazy because like I remember you were playing it like so much to the point because like we share our Balatro copy with each other. So straight up, it'd be like I was like I want to play Balatro today, and then all of a sudden I'm here. I'm seeing Ariana. She's like texting me, and she's just like, "Get off Balatro. This is my game. I like to play during my lunch." I'm like,
I had a system going where when I eat, like I'm one of those people I just need to watch something or I need to like watch something and like do something at the same time. Like that's just how my little neurodivergent brain works. And so at the time I would eat and I would put on like something like Hell's Kitchen or something that I've already watched and I would play Balatro. And so one time I was sitting down with my food and I was like, okay, it's time to play Balatro. And Britney was playing it, and it really upset me.
well, I did. I wanted to play, so
And it really upset me, you guys, because like my whole routine was just thrown off.
okay, I didn't know that you specifically were doing it when you were having your little lunch. Like, dang. And the funny thing is, I did get off to let her play. Like, that's the
Yeah, I
thing.
basically like yelled at her through text, and I was like, "Get off the game."
Oh, like I barely started my run. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just let her have her little lunch. I'll just like her lunchtime
Because I was
Balatro.
also during it was also during a time where I was really playing it. I was being like a little completionist about it, so I was trying to do like all the decks, all the difficulties. I forgot how far I got. I got pretty far. I think.
You have more achievements than me in it right now, so.
Yeah, I really like that game.
I'd play it like all the time. So many different decks. I'd like unlocking the cards. It got to a point where like at the time I had like a freelance gig that I was doing. I had to like go to the office and it'd be like a 9 to 5 type of deal. And I specifically remember like when I started really getting into Balatro that like I was in the office and then I was at my little cubicle and I was just typing away on the computer and I think it was like what like maybe like a few hours before the end of my shift. And my brain started thinking about Balatro to the point I could hear the music like so clear and loud in my head.
That's
A-
bad.
And I was like, I stopped typing and I just kind of like sat there because I could hear it like it was like it was actually playing. That's how clear it was in my head to me. And it was like, child, let me go on break. And I like because I couldn't do it. They even had another time I went to the doctor's office, and I was having a great time. Um, What do I mean? What do I mean? I was having a great time. I was literally. I got like 3 shots that
I'm
day.
like, at the doctor's office?
Yeah, no, I was having a wonderful day, but not a great time. And and I heard the music in the doctor's office, but this wasn't a hallucination this time. I turned around. There was a man sitting in his seat, and he was playing the mobile version of Balatro,
That's
right?
so funny.
And I I couldn't help it. I like kind of turned a little bit, and then I was like kind of like walking the other side because I got called, and I was like, "Dang, good luck on your run." And he looked up at me, and he looked like in shock, like he had like like he had like this sheepish look on his face, and I knew deep in my heart he also had a problem. And
He was addicted too. It's like like two alcoholics meeting. Like
so like I feel like everyone in Balatro are all in this together. Like that's a wonderful, wonderful game.
I mean,
And
yeah, I remember Henry was he plays on PS5. I remember
it's
when I
on
was playing
PS5.
Baldur's. Yep,
What?
yep. It's everywhere. It's
How?
like on all platforms. I'm pretty sure it's on Switch. I bet maybe.
Oh, someone made a Game Boy version of Balatro actually.
That's really funny. Um, but I remember when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a while, or even back when I was doing a lot of Final Fantasy 7 remake. Uh, every time I was online, I just saw Henry online playing Pilatro, and actually, I didn't know when I first saw him playing it. I didn't even know what it was. I was just like, "What the hell is this? This card game?" And then you started playing it, and then
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Henry's playing it, you're playing it. I'm gonna give it a shot. And then that was my downfall.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to be like that with Slay the Spire. So,
I'm not gonna get Slay the Spire, so
you don't have to get it. You can play mine.
I'm not gonna download Slay the Spire. Is it
You
even is it Mac compatible?
Yes, I was playing it on my Mac. Like, I remember I was playing it in college. I didn't have a Windows laptop then.
Bro, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, like
Um,
every game that you play on the computer and I'm telling you to play it, it's because I know it's on Mac. That's why I'm telling you. It's because I know it's on Mac. That's why I'm telling you to play it.
you know
Like,
what? Maybe I'll start. I don't know. We'll see.
I actually
I
have
have a little bit more time on my hands.
I have a list of things you can try. Like I promise there's a lot of things.
With Balatro, I don't think I no, I haven't completed my collection. I'm like one or two jokers away from completing my collection.
Mhm.
So I really need to do that. I'm really
Slacking.
scared. I'm really scared I'm gonna open the game after this recording.
Think you will.
I think I might.
I
I was just
think
looking at my achievements and I was like, I could do that.
I think you will. So, also another thing too is that when it comes to like Balatro as well, I feel like for me I'm kind of slacking when it comes to the achievements because now I don't even think about like specifically trying to like do like a challenge. It's just more so like I'm just doing a run. And so I feel like if I allow myself to think about the achievements again, I'm gonna have another like splurge with the game. So it's kind of good.
Yeah.
It's good I'm in this mindset of like I'm just doing a run to do a run. Um that was like the thing is Balatro was still like my most open game for 2025, I think, on Steam. Um, 80s 2 was a close second, but Balatro always takes the cake.
That's kind of sad.
What? I'm
Like a little
so
bit.
dang, that's crazy. But like, I don't know. It's just Hades 2 is a close second because I was really, really trying. But like Balatro was my most open game. Um, yeah, my stats actually look kind of crazy for 2025. I'm not gonna lie. That was a weird year for me. Not gonna talk
Um,
about that.
But yeah, I think some of my favorite card games too though are just like the mini games and bigger games. Like okay, Final Fantasy 7, not the first remake. The one that's literally called remake. What was the second one? Rebirth or something like that.
I
Um
think it's Rebirth.
yeah, part two of the Final Fantasy remake. They specifically have quests with the deck builder they put in there. I think it's called like Queen's Gambit or something like that. And every like area or like every chapter of the story, more people who played there'll be like more challengers each time that pop up on your map. I don't care who's dying. I don't care what's happening in the main story. I'm going to go to those challengers and we're gonna play some Queen's Gambit. Like
No.
I'm gonna get my rank up and I'm gonna get my rare cards in. And it's been so long since I've actually played. I didn't even finish part two. Yeah, I really need to get back on that. But yeah, I don't remember like my strategy. I don't remember exactly um how to do things because it's been so long since I played. I just know that like your goal is kind of to take up most of the board with your cards, and there's like three rows and you want to get as much points in the end for each row.
Yeah.
um yeah, and so like I just had a very aggressive playing style when I played it. Like I don't know, like I was obsessed with it, Loki. Like I like
Uh,
I would only I would only like focus on that and then I would do the side quests, and that's why the game has taken me so long to complete.
that's the same thing that happened to me with Knights of the Old Republic. Um, um, so if you guys don't know, Knights of the Republic is like that really old like Star Wars RPG. I never actually watched like a single Star Wars movie by the way, but I grew up really liking the animated stuff and also the video games, so I learned my Star Wars lore through that. But the RPG is really fun because it kind of made me think about Baldur's Gate 3 a little bit. It's because it's like an RPG thing, you know, you build your character, pick your stats, your background, blah blah. But there was this thing where there was like this character who's just kind of like this old man, and he's like in this little space casino thing. I forgot what they call it. And then he's like, "Ma'am, come over here, please. Here, take my deck of cards. I lost everything due to gambling. I can't take this no more." He's like, I'm gonna go spend time with my family. His deck of cards. And suddenly I'm the one gambling in that. But but the thing is like you'd play this card game, but the thing is, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like the way that they would like put I forgot exactly how it worked, but it was so fun. The way like getting more cards that did different stuff, and then you would sit there and then try to like reach like a specific number. I think you have to reach like 20 or like get below 20 or something like that. It has to be like one of you guys just have to have like the higher number or something without going over. And I played that mess so much. I used to turn on the game just to play that. Child, I wasn't saving the galaxy. I was over here in that little space casino. Like I was not saving no galaxy. I got
No,
my
but
lightsaber. I unlocked my lightsaber. I was not using that mess. Like
no, because like why? Like some of the mini games and like these bigger games are just like they make it too fun. Like it's just like, dude, like ain't no one paying attention to the main story no more. I'm turning on this game just to gamble now. Like
yeah, like what are we doing? Like I'm sitting here like uh, I love to be honest, if they sell like them little cards and buy them, I'll do that so I could go play with my friends now after that. Um they made like such a fun little system, and it's just supposed to be like a side thing. But the thing is, they kind of I feel like for some of these mini games, they most of the time they will build them to for you to play it more in throughout the game type of thing. They don't want you to just play it once. They want you to keep playing it. So most of the time they'll be like, you can play in this town, but if you go to another town, you can also play it here. Like
Yeah, I mean, that's what was like in Final Fantasy Remake, there was even like a part of the story where it was when they were on the boat. It was like a cruise, if I'm remembering correctly, kind of there, and they had like a whole tournament with this card game. So you like in the main story, you had to play the card game.
oh
And so I
wow.
was like, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, I don't know whose like deck builder project this was that got into somehow got into this Final Fantasy game. And they were like, you know what? Like instead of making this its own thing or like a mobile game or something, we're just gonna put it in this remake.
Because
um
high key, I
like
feel like people wouldn't get as into it if it was like its own game. It had to be in this Final Fantasy.
no, like literally, because it had like the little like creatures you would see throughout. Like you know how like in Final Fantasy 7, like I mean like or pretty much all Final Fantasy games, like you know, like they have like these random gods or whatever. Those were like type of cards. They had like the chocobo and like the Moogles in there, and with their own cards and stuff like that. So like the branding really works. Uh, but it was also just like I can't believe this was so incorporated to the point where there's like side quests and stuff surrounding this game. So it did force you to play it a little bit. And honestly, I think they were just trying to sabotage me specifically and get me addicted to it.
Dang. But you know what? I guess like it's like this I feel like RPGs are usually a victim of this where yes, they will throw in a random mini game and I know this is kind of slightly off topic to literally the whole point of this thing, but like I don't know. I feel like they will throw some random mini game in and it'll just happen to be a card game or it'll just happen to be like whatever.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
But
mean, bro, this isn't even a deck. This is not a deck builder. But in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they literally had a casino where you're basically like playing Minesweeper. It was like something
I
stupid
remember
like
that.
Voltorb. Bro, it was called like Voltorb Flip or something. Bro, I would turn on my game just to play some Voltorb Flip. Like
Yeah.
I got up to like all the way to level 8. Like I
Yeah.
actually really like that game.
So I need to go turn on that mess again. Like I was looking at
You
my
know, like
looking at my old Soul Silver copy because I was like rearranging my games and I saw the little cartridge. You know, I should just pull it up again, you know?
no, I remember like I was doing I forgot when this was. It's like probably like a couple years ago or something. You know, I restarted the game data again and I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna do another run. Bro, as soon as I got to Goldenrod City and I went in that casino, bro, that's all I was turning the game on for. I didn't even finish that run, bro, because I was just playing Tour Flip all day.
Exactly. That's the point. That's just the point.
I don't even like the prizes that they offer. Like I just wanted to play.
It was just fun, and I think that's just it. They should, you know what? They don't even put mini games in Pokemon games no more. They just you just be Pokemon now.
Yeah, not really. Like I'm trying to think and I'm like I don't even remember the last time I played like a mini game type
You
thing.
know, somebody at Game Freak, if some for some reason you ran into this and you're like our third viewer or something like that, you the next Pokemon game, you should put the Pokemon TCG game inside of it. So it's like you have Pokemon battles, but then you're actually playing the actual Pokemon card game in the game.
That would
Listen.
actually be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Like that would actually like Game Freak hire us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'd like the most, I guess, mini game. What game was that? When they were making the curry. Was that Sword and Shield? Yeah, when they
Yeah.
were making the different types of curry. So that was kind of a mini game, but like
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah. Alright.
in game. Like even in the ZA the Legend ZA DLC, it's like the cooking thing. It's not a mini game. You just put in what you want.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Boring. Let me stir the batter.
Yeah, like where's Pokemon Cooking Mama? Like, but also another thing too that I'm saying because I feel like you forgot about it. Um, didn't you say there was some kind of like Smurf deck builder game, or am I crazy?
What are you talking about?
No, there wasn't a Smurf deck builder game.
No,
Oh my gosh, I think I
not
just
that
have.
I know of.
So, do I just have Smurfs on the brain?
I talked about Smurf Village in the other video, but
Oh
like,
my
or the
gosh,
other thing.
I know that, but I thought it was like a separate game. Oh my gosh.
No, it was just like a farming sim. Not even really a farming sim, I would say. It was more like a I don't know. It was just
Dang.
like what's that one called? Um
Harvest Moon?
Playerscape, whatever it's called.
RuneScape?
No, not RuneScape. Like I'm talking about like the stupid mobile games.
I don't know.
One of those, whatever. It was
Yeah.
just like a microtransaction haven
Yeah.
basically. But yeah, I ain't never heard of no Smurf deck builder.
You know what? Maybe they should make one. Like,
I'm gonna Google it right now. Smurf card game. Smurf card game. Smurf card game. I don't want AI.
does one exist or am I crazy?
There's like a board game, like a Hashbro board game.
Okay, so I have false memories.
You could play with 3 to 4 players. I'm reading the rules right now.
Let's play it right now.
Each character has the power to take another. A Smurf can take Smurfette.
Okay.
Um, Smurfette takes Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf takes Smurf, and Gargamel can take everybody. I don't even know what the cards look like. I'm really just reading like the actual like rule sheet, and so I'm really confused about this.
Okay. In
Kind
that
of just
case,
looks like it kind of just looks like war, but Smurf theme.
really?
Yeah, that's what it looks
Boring.
like.
They can't make their own Smurf system. Oh my gosh.
Smurf system.
I'd make my own Smurf system.
You know, this is so off topic now, but I actually had the Smurfs game for the DS, and it was basically like uh I can't even call it a party game type game. It was like I don't know. I just remember decorating cakes.
Think. I feel
Yeah.
like I know what you're talking about.
I feel like it was literally just called Smurfs, and it was like you can maybe there was maybe a dress up game in there too, but I just remember decorating cakes and it was very like a this game is for 6-year-olds who have a DS, which I was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
But
liked it when I was 6.
oh, maybe you'll still like it now. I don't know. No?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. So sorry. I was looking at the I was looking at the I looked it up on images because I was trying to look at it, and I was like, yeah, like you could only dress Smurfette though, which like why can't I dress the other?
What?
Yeah, like only Smurfette like had a closet full of stuff, and then the rest of it you were kind of just making cakes. Um, and I feel like that was it. Like these are the only 2 images that are popping up in this game.
The way my smile just fell.
You wanted to dress up the other Smurfs?
Yeah, I wanted to give them matching outfits. What?
Yeah. Anyways, when's the
But
Smurf deck builder coming out? Oh my
exactly.
god, do you think there's Smurf Magic the Gathering cards?
There's not, I'm pretty sure, but they should. Like
Dude.
I feel like that would be great. Like what would be great Magic the Gathering collab? Uh Magic the Gathering X I don't know. Oh frick. Bro, it's time to end this episode.
We're just talking about nonsense now.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it got real crazy at the end. Maybe that's just the addiction on the brain. Now we're brain fogged. I'm really thinking about pulling up Bellatra right now.
sitting here and I start because I still have my cough and I cough once. I'm like, child, it's time to end this episode.
Oh my god.
All right, guys.
But yeah,
If
if
you
you don't see us for another few months, it's because we've inevitably gone back to Pilatra.
like Belotro and then everything else,
We're
but
playing all the deck builders now.
yeah, we started playing them all at once. But guys, if you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Let us know that you're a real person and not a bot.
Not a bot. Also, if you play any of these games and you develop an addiction, I'm so sorry. If you or a loved one, one has an addiction to these deck building games, know that there is not help for you out there, and you are doomed to play others.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you've already downloaded Balatro, it's already too late. Just pray
So
for
sorry.
forgiveness. That's all you can do.
Oh, like, good night, y'all, or good morning. I don't know when you're listening to this. Goodbye.
Good morning, night, whatever. Good night.